Alright, here's the mash cycle completed. Now, as you've seen, it's been mashing for an hour. We have taken the insulation off, all the insulation, the lid, everything's been removed already. We did a full 1 hour. Now, at times when my water's heating up, I've gone 70 minutes or so. That's okay to go a little bit over. I aim for between 60 and 70. So, anyways, 60-minute mash, 1 hour's complete. Here's what the stuff looks like. There's still a bunch of water on top because we use a little bit more than necessary. Now, if you see here, all this down here is all the mash. It's all been converted over to fermentable sugars, or at least the majority of it. There's about 1.5 inches of water, of a bed of that on top here, which, that's fine to have that. I mean, that's a little more than I like to have, but it's not going to hurt anything. So we're going to start draining it out of here. Now, all the water's heated to about 170. Some of these are about 172, which is okay. And as you're going to see, now we're going to take, give an overall shot here while I do two things. What we've got here is this is the bucket that I use as a holding tank, so to speak. Now I'm going to put the strainer on top here, as you'll see, because all this can do. What we want to do here, and what Rick's going to start doing, is begin the sparge process. He's going to take a measuring cup, okay? I'll show that here. And, in fact, I'm going to go and start draining this out. So normally I'd put more water over the top because there's generally not much water over here, but since there is, I'm going to go ahead and start the runoff, okay, as you'll see. I don't want too fast. Go ahead. And then he's going to start taking water right here with just a simple measuring cup and pour it through a strainer. Now, why the strainer? Well, because you want water evenly sprinkled and raining over the top of the grain bed. You want to try and avoid as best as possible hitting the grain. When you do that, if you pour directly on top of the grain, when you pour the water directly over it, if it hits the grain, it's going to channel down through it, and you're going to miss most of your sugars. I mean, just think of it like it's just drilling right through it. That's not the point. Soft, gentle rain is the point. Now, that's what we're doing here. I got to turn it back on again. Now, you want the water that's going in about the same as coming out. This is going a bit fast. Okay? You don't want it jet stream. You just want, like I said, going in, soft, gentle rain coming out about roughly the same. Now, we're going to do recirculation here in a minute. In most cases, what we would do is we would pour several cups of water in here to build up, because you want a 1 to 2 inch water bed over the top. Normally we would have done that, but since we already had it here, we skipped that step. So we're going to start sparging. We're going to start taking the water from here, slowly pour it through the strainer. And you don't have to use strainer. Anything that will act as this to sprinkle water on. I've heard people using butter dishes and just putting them down at the bottom here. That's fine. If it works, it's good enough. You just don't want to hit the grain bed. So with that in mind, we're going to start doing this here, and you're going to see us just go from here to here for now. And it's just going to slowly sprinkle through here and rinse through the grain bed and get its fermentable sugars out. This is known as batch sparging, fly sparging, continuous fly sparging. We may show batch in the future. That's a very different concept. Here's an overall view.